Hello everyone, good afternoon. Here again. We are going to do the first online class for this course in particular. And for today's activities, we will be doing what we have planned all along, right? We will be discussing the detective fiction, especially the Rue Morgue, The Murders on the Rue Morgue by Edgar Allan Poe, and the other one will be The Young Man with Cream Tarts by Robert Louis Stevenson. For Murders on the Rue Morgue, we discussed it last week, right? But we didn't get to go there much. Now we will be using that as an example, alright? As an example for what? As an example for the kind of themes you can explore from the detective fiction. Last week we talked about the general history and theories related to detective fiction. We talked about the three types of detective fiction that Svetlana Todorov proposes. We talked about the whodunit, thriller, and suspense. You can check again the PowerPoint to see what they are, but I believe you all by now know. Whodunit is the kind of detective fiction that starts with a murder and the rest will be a revelation how the murder took place and what caused the murder and who did the murder. As for the thriller, it's the opposite. Throughout the story, we're talking about what is happening until the end. There is a murder. If the whodunit works with curiosity, the thriller works with suspense. Okay, and suspense is the third type of detective fiction according to Svetlana Todorov. And in suspense, we have a combination of whodunit and thriller. We have a combination of curiosity and suspense, and that's what I consider interesting to explore, because we don't know much about this, and Svetlana Todorov doesn't give further explanation about that. And now we will go further. We do not only categorize the detective fiction that we read, but we will try to find themes from those works, okay? And to take an example, last week I asked you to read Murders on the Rue Morgue, and when we talk about Murders on the Rue Morgue, there are so many things that we can discuss. For sure, you can see this as a whodunit, right? It starts with murders on that particular house on the Rue Morgue, and then the detective tries to find out who did the murders and why it happened and so on. And the detective figure here apparently is not a detective at all. It's just an ordinary person who is strong in reasons. He can talk about so many things. He can find answers to questions, and eventually he deducts from the evidence that the perpetrator of the murder is, well, let me spoil it, an orangutan. Now, what theme can we get from there? One of the themes that we can get is, first, maybe this story can be seen as a struggle between human and non-human. What is non-human? Here, non-human can be nature, which is represented by orangutan. Now, one thing that we can highlight from here is that human tries to contain nature by taking one to be entertainment in circuses. And there is a point when nature cannot be controlled in that manner so easily. And when that happens, nature breaks out and eventually it kills humans. So that's one theme that we can explore from Murders on the Rue Morgue, which is the tension between nature and human, in which human tries to control nature, and eventually nature breaks loose and controls, well, not controls, puts human to fear. That's one. Now, what you have read for this week is a short story called Cream Tarts, or The Young Man with a Cream Tart. And I want you to read it again and try to find out what theme you might get from there. Of course, there are so many things you can explore from there. Just to give you some cues, we can talk about modern society, about monarchy, about suicide, about life, and so on. So try to explore the short story and find what possible themes you can get from there. And when you're done with that, please post your opinion here on sorry, not here, in Edmodo. Okay, I will make a post and comment on that post with your opinion about Murders on the, sorry, your opinion about Young Man with the Cream Tarts. Alright, and when you're done with that, stay calm, wait until 5 today, and then comment on two other students' posts on that. Okay, I think that's all for now. Thank you very much, everyone, and stay fit, stay positive, and stay at home, of course. And I'll see you again in 2 weeks. Bye.